failing to sustain below the critical support zone at 12,915,900. As I shared in my last week's analysis that this is going to be a fairly strong resistance zone. US 100 has seen a sharp bullish rise, and in fact it has given a strong bullish move towards the end of the week, closing above 13,550 plus levels, and you can find this is the zone. It has completed the move till here, so this is almost done. Now what is going to happen next week, which position you should take in order to make profit, whether to go short or whether it is going to rally again, we will see with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. Towards the end we will see the strategy and levels for the next week. And yes, if you are committing this mistake by not subscribing or not watching this video till end, definitely you are losing on the profits. And yes, by not subscribing you are missing on the daily analysis which I update on, first with the Asia session, second with the US session. Twice a day I share my this update on NASDAQ 100. Don't miss this, definitely it will help in your day trading decisions. Now let's have a look at it. Now see, this was the consolidation zone at which it is consolidated. It fairly in between 11,000 to 12,000 levels, and after this is the fourth consecutive straight green candle, closing at the high there. Closing at the high indicates that bulls are still very much there. Towards the closing they was buying out there, and probably it may continue for the next session or the opening session. Also remember that, see, first thing is it is yet below the first resistance zone at 13,600. So yes, if you see it trading above 13,600 you can go long, but then you have to be watchful. Look at this. This is the trading channel in which it is trying to trade, and this is the highs of this channel. So this is a long term bearish channel in which US 100 is trading till now. This is the high of this channel, almost at, see, you have to be very cautious in between 13,600 to 14,000 zone. This 400 points will decide the future of Nasdaq 100. If it breaks past 14,000 levels, definitely it is must that we will see 15,000 levels again. As I have told multiple times, from these levels that we are going to look 11,000. It has done 11,000. Now I am saying if it sustains beyond this zone between 13,600 to 14,000 levels, definitely we are going to look at 15,000 levels again on US 100, maybe sub 15,000, but it is going to retrace till there before looking forward to a drop. So you have to be very cautious in between these levels. Now look at this 14,000 levels, why it is important, and this zone why it is important. You can see multiple candles getting rejected here at 14,000 levels, and yet again it is trying to look forward to it. See, it has come up above this zone which is 13,000, which was a very strong resistance zone to break past by. It has definitely come above this. Now it is trying to aim and achieve this zone, but you have to be very cautious in between this zone. Now look at the last two candles. If you look at the last two candles, now look at the candles here. See, previous three candles there was a sharp gradient, and this time it is change of a gradient out there. It means that the bullishness is definitely diminishing out there. See, previous candle I told you that yes, the bullishness is diminishing. Yet again the bullishness has diminished, and we have to be, it is trying to move a little bit sideways before looking forward to any upward move. And yes, this zone is going to be fairly important in between. Now it may try to trade sideways till 14,000 to 13,400, 13,300 zone. This levels, probably it may try to swing a bit before it looks over to any directional move or breakout again. Now let's have a look with the help of daily charts. What does the daily chart say? Now look at the daily charts here, and it is beautifully crafted daily charts. See how beautifully it is managed to show out there. From here the move has started on the upside, and rise, retracement, higher lows, almost flat top, retracement, higher lows, higher highs, retracement, highs, consolidation, highs, retracement, highs, and again this time it has achieved the zone here at 13,550 plus. Also look at this. See, after this candle, this is the first green candle, so you can always see this is a retracement, one green candle, and then a minor retracement candle, another green candle. Probably it will give you next couple of green candles more before it looks forward to any retracement. Now look at the size of the candle, 13,000 to 13,400, almost 400 points, 13,300 to 13,250 points, almost 250 points out there. Probably the next candle can be of 150 points, which might take it till towards 13,700 levels, and then I will be watchful of 13,800. So at 13,800 it can try to retrace again on downside a little, come back till towards 13,600, and then fairly see towards the close of the week where it closes. That is going to be important, but I think probably the first 2 days are going to be fairly bullish, where it may try to attempt and achieve 13,700, 13,800 zone before it looks forward to any further retracement. Also, if you look at this, See, it is trying to trade in this channel out there for in the near term, and you can find out, see, the high is there at 13600. If it breaks past 13600 next day, probably you can watch out for 13600 650 zone breaking, beyond which definitely we can expect that it is going to hit 13800 levels, and then 13800 is going to be the fairly strong resistance zone. So be cautious, as it is trying to shift gears towards sideways movement, and hence you have to be a little bit cautious there. The bullishness might be there, but it may not be that bullish. That is what is my expectation. Now look at the 4-hour charts there. A high there, retracement, higher lows, and then high, retracement, higher lows, trying to reverse again. So see, from here the wave started, then the wave there, and then it is trying to rise. Probably now we may see it hitting 13,800 levels before it tries to retrace, and then till what level it retraces, that is going to be important. If it breaches beyond 13,600, 13,550 again, then we can see 13,400, 13,300 levels, and that is why I say this is going to be a fairly strong resistance zone, and it may trade sideways in between this zone 13,700, 13,800 levels to 13,300. Probably we may see it swinging in between these levels for a little while before it tries to decide a direction. Now this is on the 4-hour charts. Let's have a look at the monthly candle now. So on the monthly candle, it has fairly taken a shape. It is almost half the size, and more than half the size of this candle indicates that probably it is going to be bullish only. It is going to close bullish towards the end of the month. Now 13 trading sessions are left, and if you look at the charts out there, 11,500 to 13,000 levels, almost 1,500 points of move we have seen last month. And this month it has started close to the same levels, close to 13,000 levels, and trying to rise from here. See, since last week it is consolidated in between this zone, 12,950, 12,900, 12,700 zone. Taking the support from here, now it has taken a shape. Be watchful of this zone, 13,600, 13,000. Then you have to be cautious in between these levels. Now look at this. So if you count a move from here, probably it is still very much bullish, and then how far it can go. Now look at these 3 candles. The highs are very well connected. You know, it is trying to decide, and lower highs were there. So in fact, it has a tendency, first resistance which it might get is at around 14,000 levels. This is going to be definitely a very strong resistance zone, which it might try to or may not be. That is what we have to see this zone, and then 14,350 level. So in between 14,000, 14,300, 350 zone, definitely this is the zone which we can look forward to towards the end of the month, where we may see it coming till towards this zone. Now see, coming towards this, first this is a strong resistance zone, this is a strong resistance zone, so it may try to close up the month around here. There is a very high probability, and succeeding beyond 14,400, we can then definitely expect it to reach till towards 15,000 levels. This is going to be the next high, but having a bullish candle so far till towards 15,000 levels, I think we have to be yes, this is possible, because what we are looking forward to is this. See, if you just ignore this candle out there and consider the symmetry from here, see this candle and this candle almost of same size, now, and see the end of this candle and the beginning of this candle are almost of same levels, and probably if it continues, we can see a candle this big size, which might take it till towards 14,900, 15,000 levels. So first resistance zone at 14,000, 14,350, and in fact a bullish move till towards those levels can be seen, because this gap, this liquidity gap is yet to be filled on the monthly charts, and that is what we can look forward to. So yes, it is still bullish, and we can remain bullish for the rest of the month. That is what it appears. Even if it tries to drop, every drop is a good to go long level. That is what it appears. Now let's have a look with the help of indicators. What do the indicators suggest out there? And if you look at the indicators on the 4-hour charts, this is on the top of the Bollinger Bands, and the channel out there, see, it has seen a pattern out there which is increasingly bullish out there, probably a fall from here, which definitely might try to bring it again till towards 13,400, 13,300. See, you have to be watchful of 13,300, and beyond 13,300, if it drops, we can definitely expect 13,200, 13,000. Definitely it is going to be a stronger support, and on the downside, the support at 12,950, 12,900 is very, very strong. Directional movement is perfectly bullish. It is trading and the median out there. The stochastic is overbought on the 4-hour chart. See, whenever it has gone overbought, it may try to trade sideways and then a drop may come, but it is going to be the retracement before it tries to achieve a high and then it retraces. This is very much possible. MACD is wide divergent bullish, RSI is near to top, and if you look at the daily charts, on the daily charts similarly likewise it is trading at the top of the Bollinger Band, trading at the top of the downtrend channel. On the downside the support there at 13,000 levels very strong, and see the 20 period moving average at 12,900. These levels are going to give it a very strong support. I am reiterating it, be watchful of 12,900 levels. Only if it breaks below 12,900 you can consider that as a bearish move and then it is going to drop significantly. It is still bullish on the daily charts. The stochastic is again trying to enter overbought levels. MACD is still trading in green. It is trying to converge but failing to. Again it is starting to diverge. Let's be watchful. RSI again entering into overbought levels here. So this is one possibility. Now look at the weekly charts out there. On the weekly charts too, similarly likewise you will find that the support zone here at 13,000, 12,900 is very strong. On the upside you can find 13,800 the first target and 14,300 the next target out there. This is going to be the fairly strong resistance zone on the upside. Directional movement on the weekly charts is so far bearish. It is trying to converge crossover. Let's see if it does this week. Also on the weekly charts now it is overbought, extremely overbought, and when we have seen, see previously we have expected that this is the high it is seen and it failed to converge from there. Now it is again at high. See, last time if it was bearish it has achieved the high, drop from here. Likewise it has achieved a high, drop from here, but this is the zone where it sustained the bullish market a little. See, when it's a bull market it tries to sustain the overbought levels for a little while before looking forward to a drop, and you can see while it was a bearish market it failed to succeed and achieve the or sustain at the overbought levels and dropped immediately whenever it is achieved. Now let's see if it does sustain above these levels and if it continues to remain bullish. Next week we will be watchful. This is extremely bullish. It must start to converge out there. Similarly likewise if you see MACD has crossed over, it is wide and divergent. It has seen the high, probably it may start to converge from here and we can see a moderate or sideways movement this week probably. RSI looking upwards, and if you look at the monthly candle on the monthly charts, the resistance there at 14,000 levels definitely strong. 20 months moving average lying out there, and if you look at the support, definitely the support on the downside at 11,000 levels is strong out there. It is bearish. It has crossed over into sell side a couple of months back. It is still bearish, trading with a little divergence, but look at the stochastic. This is oversold and it is trying to rise from here. It is consistently remained overbought for multiple months now. In fact, see, it has just achieved the oversold levels and trying to rise from here. The MACD in fact has achieved the high there and trying to converge. RSI is also come back to comfortable levels. Now considering this, let's see what levels and what is going to be our strategy for next week. Let's have a look here. So first let's talk about where to go long, where to buy. So at which level you should enter a buy position. It should be precisely at 13,608 levels, and if it trades above 13,608 you can remain long for 13,695 and then 13,800. Now remember, I am reiterating it again. I am telling you once again, you have to be cautious till 13,800. There is going to be resistance in between 13,600 800 zone. Fairly it can come back, it can drop from these levels, and probably next 2 days it may see a rise before it looks over to a retracement. And yes, beyond 13,800 definitely we can expect it to further rise till towards 13,950 and 14,050 levels. And I am also of the opinion that after achieving 14,000, this is going to be very strong resistance zone at 14,000. If it tries to achieve, definitely there will be a pullback on the downside, but beyond this I will look forward to one can remain long to directly towards 14,350, and then beyond 14,350 towards the end of the month we can in fact remain long for further move till towards 14,500, 14,800 and plus levels. As we have seen, it can try to achieve close to 15,000 levels towards the end of the month. So for one thing that you have to be very cautious here, in between 13,700 800 zone, probably it can try to drop from there a little. It may come back till towards 13,400 13,300 zone. Now on the downside, see, now let's have a look where to go short. So on the downside, yes, you can take a short entry, but before I give you the complete strategy and complete levels, yes, if you want to learn the art of reading the markets, if you learn to understand the markets well, if you want to learn the art of trading profitably and taking the right entries and right exits, you can join my mentorship batch. Definitely the strategy is taught, the methodology provided will definitely help you become a profitable and proficient trader. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can join my free Telegram channel, and there is a paid Telegram VIP channel also, where you can just trade as per the signals. Reach out to me for more details on both. Now on the downside, I'll recommend you to go short, in fact, here at 13,450. Below 13,450 you can remain short, but then remember 13,360 and 13,300. This is going to be fairly important resistance zone, and in fact 13,240 levels. Till here it has got a stronger support, and if it breaks past 13,250, see, plus minus 5-10 points you can always keep it there as a tolerance. It can always try to achieve a level and always try to put a plus minus 10-20 points here and there before it looks over to reverse. So yes, you have to be cautious, and if it breaks past this zone, you can expect that it is really bearish. It is trying to retrace again, and then I will look forward to again the same levels at 13,100, 12,900, and then below that we can see it breaking sharply till towards 12,700, 12,400 levels. But see, these are extreme levels. I don't see it breaking till there, almost 1,000 points. But these are markets, anything is possible. One good news, one bad news, and it is done. 400, 500 points a day, and 2 days of such move definitely will make it almost cover 1,000 points. So yes, be watchful, and till this zone between 13,300 to 40, yes, this is the level. If it drops, this is the level you should watch out for. It can reverse any point of time till any of these levels. So yes, you can go short at 13,450. Below that, probably you can expect it to drop more. Till the time it trades between 13,450 and 13,600, I will recommend you to just be observant, just be watchful, let it take a shape. I think it may try to achieve 13,800 at least before it looks over to a drop there. So take your positions accordingly, trade with stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. And yes, do not miss to subscribe the channel, do not miss to share it across. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.